You know what? Let me tell people about this individual. I'm gonna be forced to. You know what? The first time I went to work for Eric Martinez, it was on a Saturday morning, right? I talked to the guy, you know. He was telling me how he worked for the FBI, how he used to catch drug dealers and all kinds of shit. You know, I was just listening. I'm always listening to people to see what they're up to, right? I worked for a couple of hours. I saw the way he treated his wife. There was someone at the house at the time visiting, one of his wife's friend. And I saw the way he treated his wife. I saw the way he treated people. I heard him talking all the, and to me it was like 3-4 hours after I interacted with the individual, something in my mind said pathological liar and a fucking psychopath. You know, but hey, what the fuck? You know, I just needed the money, right? So I stayed working for the guy, you know. But I observed the guy. I watched the guy, you know. And I never liked him. I tell you the truth, I never liked the fucking guy. I can't pretend, you know, I need the money, you know. I don't give a fuck. I go, I work, you pay me, I get the fuck out of there. You know, but I never liked the guy. I never saw any sign of love between him and his wife. They always had issues. He seemed like a very, very aggressive individual. You know what I'm saying? And no love. They seem to be together for, you know, societal purposes, you know. He was a successful businessman at the time, so, you know, the trophy wife, you know, the tall blonde prophet, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, you know. But the guy, he's a fucking mess, you know what I'm saying? To me, he's just a psychopath, really. Someone who's aggressive, out of control, stuck in the past, you know, unable to change. He always has to get his way, you know. People has to do whatever the fuck he wants, you know. He's very manipulative and all that. And, you know, people like that, they always talking shit. They always tell people they got more money than they really got in real life, you know, and all that shit. And they always portraying themselves as being better and bigger and more wealthy and better. You know what I'm saying? He's that kind of person. I don't give a fuck about people like that. I never did, you know. But the guy is very manipulative, you know. And now people buy into that. Even police officers, investigators, and all kinds of, they buy into that because these people, you know, they always talking shit, you know. They get very emotional when they don't get their way, you know, and they seem respectable, you know. The guy, he seems to be, you know, wealthy businessman, this and that. So people, you know, always bow down to these people and shit. But I never bought into that bullshit, into that garbage. Oh, look at all the fucking problems that this individual has brought up on my life. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the problems that he had. He divorced his wife because, you know, his fiance left him. I left him. You know, the guy became obsessed, paranoid, out of control, you know. I don't know if it was hatred, envy, jealousy. I don't know why he's after me now. You know, this is my issue. Listen, we had a problem. We had an issue. You told me to get the fuck out of your house. I did. I never fucked with you. I don't need to fuck with you. I don't want you in my life. Stop chasing me. Stop going to the store looking for me. Stop driving around me when I'm walking down the street. You nobody. I don't want to have nothing to do with you, bro. It's that simple. I think you're a fucking psychopath. I think you're someone who's out of control, aggressive, savage, you know, stuck in the past. Someone who's manipulative. He just want to get their way in this fucking life, you know. You have no purpose in this life other than to portray something that you're not, you know. Just because you got a little money in a house and some money in the bank or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about that. Leave me the fuck alone. To me, you have no dignity, you have no shame. You know what I'm saying? You basically begging. You making an emotional case for something that is not. You know what I'm saying? Someone doesn't want to fuck with you, leave them the fuck alone, move on with your life and find something better to do with your life. It's that simple. I don't owe you anything. I told you that before. I don't owe you shit in this life. I don't owe you a friendship. I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you an apology. I don't owe you absolutely nothing. You need to understand that. You know, you come out as being childish, as having no dignity, as someone who's just fucking begging somebody to be your friend. For what? I don't want to be your friend no more. You need to understand that. You need to move on. You need to get out of my life. You need to stop fucking around with the people that I mess with. You know what I'm saying? You need to quit. You need to find yourself. You need to find something to do. You know what I'm saying? You claim to be so smart, but you cannot find something better to do with your life. You cannot find a solution to your own fucking problems. You need other people to come for you in this fucking life. Because you yourself don't have the intelligence to find something better to do with your life and to get out of the fucking troubles that your own personality and your own behaviors have gotten you into in this fucking life. With friends, with family, with women, with all kinds of people in this life. You know what I'm saying? People who are unable to identify what their problems are in this life are doomed. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see that you yourself are at fault. You want to blame other people. Oh, it was my ex-wife who cheated on me. Oh, it was my fiance who cheated on me. Oh, it was you being this, being that, being lazy, being whatever, not wanting to do what I wanted you to do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it was you always blaming other people for your failings, for your fucking problems. Grow up, grow some fucking balls, leave people the fuck alone, and find something to do with your life. I know it's gonna be very hard because I know what kind of individual you are. You just want praise because you think you're something special in this fucking life. You're not. You're just a sociopath. You're not special. You know what I'm saying? You think because back in the days, it was the right time, you probably right place, right time, you made some money, you became successful, whatever. Now you think you're on top of the world. You're not. You know what you do, a lot of people do in this fucking, it's just nothing special about what you've done in this life. It's nothing special about you. You just a fucking, has been a washed up fucking old school guy who's fucking, who got them into this motherfucker, one day at a birthday party, his wife got drunk, and this motherfucker is telling his wife that he's gonna fucking send her back to sleep he's gonna take his belt from his and send her back to sleep. So I'm like, really? You treat people like they children? Like you gonna beat your wife with a belt if she doesn't, at a birthday party because she's a little drunk or something? What kind of fucking guy is this? This is the man who told his fucking date how much money he spent on her. I was like, this motherfucker must be crazy. He's telling this girl, you know what? I took you on and spent $200 on you today. Don't ever forget that. And I'm like, is this motherfucker crazy? Telling women how much money you spend on her on a date, and you think somebody's not gonna cheat on you and leave your fucking ass crying in bed, depressed because what the fuck is wrong with you, really? I don't think he was in love with this girl. I just think that, she praised him and whatever, when she didn't know what he was up to, and he felt good about that. But I think he's incapable of loving anyone in this fucking life when you think about it.